Are you ready? Are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Phenomenal.
You can get it lifted. You can get it shifted. You can get it any old now. Matter of fact, I got it now. Big better.
It's so hard to have a gay time on your own. It could be that great chalk and biscuit coating.
It's so hard to have a gay time on your own.
It could be that smooth toffee ice cream in the center, or that whole delicious golden gay time taste.
Hard to have a gay time on your own.
Streets go.
Professor, would you say it's time for our viewers to crack each other's heads open and feast on the goo inside?
Yes, I would, Kent.
Welcome everybody to the show. A launch stream, man. It's getting late in the year for a launch stream. You don't see many of these happening at the moment, but we are here. It's good to be here. Please do share it out. All that good stuff. Did we get I believe we got a Zaid raid. I think it popped up and then it disappeared very quickly. I think we do. If we did, welcome to all the Zaiders. Thank you very much to Phil and Brandon for sending your people over here. I have sent the link to Paul. He will be popping in momentarily. Just didn't want him to sit around and wait for all my things. But great to see you all here. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. Especially this man right here, Mr. Felix Haas, our local link master extraordinaire, has been so sick. You probably have noticed, I'm sure you have, as we all have, that he hasn't been here. God, it feels like a month. He says he's just well enough to go home. Crazy. He says he's recovering at home. So I don't know what you had, but it's great to have you back. It hasn't been the same, quite the same without you in the chat. And I hope whatever you had that it's sorted. Did you guys see that? Is there a flash? Hope the cottage stays standing. Welcome back, Felix, says Comics Legend. actually, Comics Legend snuck in first, so let's honor him as we do here. With 3 for the year, getting in late, getting in good. We got Marami in the house. We got Valley Law. I see the Golden Wrench. Mr. Mo Biggs has joined us. I will very quickly say hello to Creators Outlet and hello, this guy. Lombasi's here. He says he's got to go to work. He watched later, and he says, actually, I'll bring the man on. He says, good luck. And he sends $5 to send that. So good luck, Paul. Great to see you, man. How you going? Hang on. You're muted there. That wasn't me. Unmute yourself.
There we go.
There you go. There we go.
Extremely excited for Lethal Leopard, which is about to be live.
It is about to be live. The I'm what is it? Logged into the is it already all done? Is it there?
No, this is a print we did for New York Comic Con. This will be one of the add-ons. He signed a bunch of them because we baked it off the likes of a real one who used to go by the name Enzo Amore, and he signed a bunch of those for New York Comic Con. So I had a bunch, and I'm like, let's put them on as add-ons.
Fantastic. Yeah, because normally we know you from Project Naosis. Is this a tie-in story, or is this a separate thing altogether?
Completely different, something brand new. This is an issue 1. It follows Brett Lyons, who's trapped inside the underworld and has to escape the underworld to get back to Earth. And he is a hybrid Anubis, so something really cool, really different, and it's a lot of fun. And it's all done. All the lines and inks are done. We're doing the coloring now, so I waited till the book was complete to launch this Kickstarter, and here we are.
All right. Let me actually bring it up so we can just have a look while it's still in the sign-up phase. Hold on a sec. How am I going to do this? Like that. There we go. That is the link. Felix has put the link in the chat. I've pinned that. It's also in the description. So you will be well linked up. Just squeeze that over here so we can get a good big look at it. Lethal Leopard. We're going to talk all about it in a moment. But if you're ready, Mo says he wasn't muted. He was promoting the next spin-off, Silent Savannah Cat. Yeah, that's coming next year. Just wait. What's up, Matthew? Great to see you here. We got Buzz in the house too. All right. Like I said, everybody, please do share the link out. Let everyone know this is happening because it sounds like you're ready.
I am ready whenever you are ready, sir.
Well, you know I like to play a video to get us started. So I will play the video. Once the video goes, feel free to jump in there and turn that thing on. Everybody, let's do it. Lethal Leopard #1.
World, the time has come to
push the button.
The suspense is terrible. The time has come to
Push the button.
world. Do it. The time has come to
Push the button.
world. My finger is on the button. My finger is on the button. My finger is on the button.
Push the button.
And it is live. There it is. Lethal Leopard #1. And there it is. Oh, hang on. It's got a trailer. Should we play the trailer? Actually, am I in Chrome? We can play the trailer. Let's do that. Let's start off with that. I didn't even know there was a trailer. Let's get into it. I just need to share it with the audio. There we go. All right, let's check this out. Go full screen on it.
So what do we got over here? A couple of comics? Definitely not a couple of haters. It was all love today at New York City Comic Con, and we appreciate you. I'm REAL1. This is Paul Thayer. We got incredible art by Igor Teixeria and Prasad Rao. Color, killed it, okay? Lethal Leopard's on Kickstarter now. We need your support. Come support me at Fourth Rope. I'm the Fourth Rope Flyweight Champion. Paul's a certified G and a bona fide stud. You can't teach that, so I don't know where he learned it. But we appreciate the love. Thank you guys for not being SAWFT. How you doing?
Boom.
Hold on a sec. Gotta get us back. Where am I? There we are. Sorry, I forgive my ignorance. Who is that guy?
So he used to be in WWE. He was their cruiserweight champ. He was Enzo Amore. Now he goes by REAL1. He does all the indies. He's a rapper. It's a pretty big following. And I met him at New York Comic Con like 2 years ago, and he was interested. He enjoyed Project Naosis, was interested in joining it. And I was like, hey, let's just make our own IP and separate.
Did you meet him at cons?
Yeah, I met him at New York Comic Con like 2 years ago.
Yeah, nice. And
yeah,
he's what's he doing? Just like doing music and
wrestler. He was at like one of the clothing brand booths, and then like I just walked by, and then we were talking, and I gave him a book, and then like a week later, we were just hitting it off.
That's rad. That's rad. Well, he certainly looks like an interesting fella. He should meet Rod, the man he's never saw. What made you want to branch out, do another thing outside of Project Naosis?
It just ended up working out in the aspect of like just doing something different. I didn't want to have anything cross into Project Naosis. I wanted to build something brand new, issue 1, see how it goes. Lethal Leopard, Igor Teixeria, he's done a bunch of covers for me in the past, like for Project Naosis episode 4, for 6. And his artwork was killer, and I needed to find something to put him in. And we've been working on this book ever since. And he does the covering, and he also does the interiors. So
yeah, man, these look really cool. I like that. I don't know how to describe it. He's got kind of his lines are really clean, but there's lots of energy in it. It's kind of difficult to and it's really modern. Like it's a really good style. I like what he's doing there. So that's his cover. And then you've also got hang on, I thought it was there.
No, it's down more. I showcase the covers. That's one of the interior pages. Super splash, you know how we did.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, so and then we did like the negative, like because he explodes, he's powered up. Like if he uses too much of his power, it would exert all this energy, and then he would transform back into his human form. So yeah, that's like when he like explodes.
Right. So is this then? Because that was my first question. Is that his human form? Is that him?
Yeah. So see how he's reflected in the sword? Kanan thought of that, and it was a super sick idea.
Yeah, because I didn't know what. Yeah, I thought maybe I didn't know what that was. That's
so he transforms into that. So think the Hulk, but he transforms to a giant Anubis that he's still fully conscious and has a giant wielding sword and collects other powers and stuff. Without going into too many spoiler territories, he has to fight like other demons and other Anubises to consume their powers to escape the underworld. So this whole book, you get a whole beginning, middle, and end. It's full. It's awesome. We have great variant covers that we sell. You know, we have 100 limited prints of an ash can, of a virgin cover, and a black and white. Tons of cool things, making it really accessible. I feel like I've done 12 Kickstarters on the Project Naosis brand, and this is our first one just from our publishing line. So, you know, we have 12 Kickstarters. I've done 2 IndieGoGos, 1 from my comics. So you're guaranteed your stuff. I feel like I've learned a lot, and this is pretty exciting.
Yeah, Kanan is dope, but I think this is like one of the best Kanan covers I've seen in a while. Like he absolutely crushed this one. This is nuts.
Yeah, he did it pretty quick too. It was like a couple weeks ago. I just texted him through X, and I was like, you know, do a cover.
Does Kanan Does he work with his own colorist, or did you have to organize?
So the
that?
colorist is all through me. It's Prasad. So Prasad colors all the Project Naosis books, at least the ones that are primarily done from a person who just does lines and inks. Like I have some guys that just do everything, but Prasad really colors everything. So he does the interiors and he did all the covers.
Yeah, because like coloring Kanan wouldn't be easy, I wouldn't imagine, because he's got so much detail and he loves heavy blacks and everything. So getting it all separated like this, and they really like nailing that flame, that's friggin' awesome, man. You did a great job on that. What's an Anubis? That's like a Egyptian thing.
Yeah, that can basically like pass you into the other realms. But like his thing, like it was so funny. Like we originally we wanted to think of an idea, and me, him, and one of his buddies, Jeff, we just sat down and we're just shooting ideas back and forth. And we're like, oh, what if we do this? What if we do this? And we just landed with this Anubis, and it's kind of like mixed with like a dog too. It's like it's just very out there, you know what I mean? Like it's just,
and he's wearing sneakers. Yeah. So is it like an Egyptian kind of mythology that you're going with?
Yeah, ancient mythology. We use Anubises, we're using, demons, possibly angels, things like that. It's really a little bit of a mix of everything. And he's trapped inside the underworld and has to escape. He's fighting through demons, Anubises, different monsters, because he's trying to get back to Earth. And you find out why he gets there and why he needs to go back. But and in the process, it's just nonstop fucking action, and it's cool. It's an issue 1. It's my first ever Ashcan that I'm doing on here too. We have that limited Ashcan, 100 copies. I've never did one for Project Naosis. We're gonna do one here. Of course, we're gonna do it in smaller size, and it'll just have black and whites on the inside, so it's something special. And then,
do you know Adam Lawson?
Yes, I think so. Yes,
because he does that as well. He's been doing that for over a year now, where he goes to cons or just will put out an Ashcan before launching the bigger book. He does really well with that. Like he'll do like cool foils and stuff or different editions. And yeah, he was just at New York Comic Con giving out his Ashcans, getting ready for his, he did a big hardcover edition of it and stuff. I think it's a cool idea.
Yeah, a lot of places do it like with the Absolute Universe. They did one for Batman. They did one for Superman. They did retailer exclusives. Ghost Machine did a lot of them when they launched all their books. I had a couple of their
really?
Yeah, for Hyde Street I have the Halos of
Were they all limited, like super limited as well?
Dude, you came to the booth and they just kept giving me them, and then they all sign them. So it was just like I had a bunch. I still have one left, but because
who's on Hyde Street? That's
Jeff Johns.
No, Jeff Johns writes all of the Ghost Machine, doesn't he?
A lot of them.
I think he does.
Not like the Rockefellers is Tomasi, and there's a couple other guys that do different books. But
the artist on Hyde Street. Actually, the artist on Hyde Street and Redcoat. Actually, all the Ghost Machine artists.
Yeah, Brian Hitch does Redcoat. He was super nice when I met him.
He's so good. And the colorist, Brad Anderson, he might be my favorite colorist in all the comics at the moment. That's cool though. You get like you got your Ashcan signed by all those guys.
Yeah. I actually have the Ghost Machine 1 signed by everyone that worked in Ghost Machine. I have like 3 of them. They're at New York Comic Con. When I'm there, I can either go early and walk around and just get shit, or like, when I'm just passing through, I'll just like, if there's no line, I'll just go.
Oh man, I'm jealous. We don't really get that sort of thing down here in Australia. There's one con I'm going to go to next year. I'm going to take your lead and start like looking into doing conventions and stuff. There's only really one big one. But I worry it's just going to be cosplay and no comics and everything, but we'll see how it goes.
You just got to present your product. I feel like this, like I've been presenting so long, and I feel like this New York Comic Con and this Terrificon was like the first time I would say like 40% of the people that bought like were buying 4, 5, and 6, or like 5 and 6 or something, because they had the other ones, which was different. Like usually it's always me like trying to sell the trades, so it's like it's a good mix up. Like I feel like doing 4 years of that straight, it's like now people know, and that's just people in the con market. Like online, it's just a totally different beast, so
it's so different. And a lot of people are, I guess, trying to like follow what you're doing, and really pushing into the con scene as well. These are those interiors you were chatting about. These are rad, man.
Yeah. So it's look, he's like absorbing the power from that Anubis, and he'll get wings from it. So that's how he gets his wings. He gets the wing power from this Anubis, and super cool. You know, it's like Dragon Ball Z, ancient mythology, all wrapped with like different types of stuff. We're just having a lot of fun with it. That was like the whole point of it. And it was too like, because with Project Naosis, there's no heaven and hell, and there's no like afterlife. So it would totally rip apart that universe. So that's why this one had to be its own thing too.
Yeah, I don't know how you would. Yeah, I know people always say like you should do crossovers and everything. Yeah, but you're just kind of completely undercutting the entire story and the way it's all laid out.
Like I'll do covers exclusives, like that's the only thing I would do that's crossover related. Or like when we do like the mega prints, like we did that one for New York Comic Con. I don't know if you saw it.
I may have, but
so
he's always got it within reach.
Yeah, 41 characters on it, and 36 are my characters, 5 are guest characters. We got Isom, Nexus, Kordrath, Reaper Destroyer, Dark Cloud on there, and then the rest are my characters. But yeah, we got it all approved. Super cool.
Oh, yeah, I see him. I see Nexus there.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. Just rip that
down. You do like yourself a little bit of blood and gore. Yeah, if anyone has read
action packed, man,
yeah.
You're in hell. What is it supposed to be like?
That's true. So is he trying to like get to somewhere in hell? Are you like, how much you want to give away of the story? Like, what's his purpose in there? What's he trying to do?
So, he gets trapped into the underworld as he discovers these powers, and he's been trapped there for a long period of time and has to escape. So now he kind of knows his way around things and where we're at in this part of the story, and I think it's a cool part. But yeah, he's trying to find something or someone that he can absorb or get through to get back to Earth. Because if he gets back to Earth, he knew the secrets that were going down, and he wants to be able to save everyone. So we'll see how that goes. And that's him landing. He's fighting some nice little demon monsters. Igor killing it on these pages. Just smack down. And then he starts powering up. And as he powers up, he explodes out of all the energy, and it puts him back into his human form, which is the real one himself. But we called him Brett Lyons in this one.
What's okay, there he's there. Yeah, man. I really do dig this art. Who's the artist again? Did you say?
Igor Teixeria. He's he does really good. He does a lot of stuff with the Ripperverse. He's like their lead artist now, or lead art director or something.
Yeah,
like
very
that.
Cool.
But we've always did covers together, like, and he just does so well of a job, and he's time efficient. We got along with this, like, we slow burn this. Like, that's usually how I do a lot of my books. Like, it's just like when it gets done, and then we release it. So I'm really
I'm looking to make another side book because I'm just about to finish up on the one that I'm working on now.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was like, oh, like what sort of time frame you on? I'm like, just it's gonna be happening on the side anyway. So just whenever you get to, is that sort of how like you work with it as well?
Yeah, like I can announce it now. They're gonna announce it soon, but I just signed this team that will be my first team. That's a writer artist. That's not me. That will do a one shot for my company and one of my characters.
Oh, so you're just like the straight publisher, and it's your character.
That'll be like my first book I fully publish. Of course, I'll edit it and I oversee everything that's going on. But like, they're up and coming people. Get a good following, let's launch it, see where we go from there, and then I'll just try to push out more content, because the more books the merrier. Because right now we have Lethal Leopard, we just fulfilled Voltage and Imperium. This book was super cool that we just did, and then boom, we got this cover, and then we got the special cover. Super cool stuff.
Is that their characters from the Naosis universe?
Yeah, they're side characters. They got their own one shot, and then we're doing Project Naosis 7 and 8 simultaneously. 7 is from the main artist who's been doing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He'll be doing 7. And then I have 8 who did our Crimson Payne one shot. They're doing them at the same time. That wraps up volume 2. And then I'll just have like this big ass book that I can eventually make. And I kind of need like another reason I want this is I want some new IP to have for the company, you know? So time to build.
What's up, Sumo? Got Sumo Thori in the house. Comics Legend says, I wish the leopard also had the beard. Yeah, he's got that beard there. That would be a look. He's got the hair. It's sort of, it goes from the, you know.
Yeah, the beard stretches out through his whole body. You know what I mean? So like
he gets that big beard energy.
Yeah,
his body. That's how it goes. Yeah, man. How many books have you made all up? I feel like every time I see you, you've had, you know, like
we have a couple here. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 4 in here, so that's 9. This is 10. This is 11. This is 12. So 13. 13, and I have 4 in production, so I'll have 17 by the end of 2026 for sure.
Man, major respect. That ain't easy. Like I struggle to get the one. I mean, I'm doing other things that, you know, would take me away from all this stuff, but damn. I mean, I suppose you are as well. Like you're like you know, at conventions pretty much non-stop these days, it seems like.
Yeah, I haven't done, like, I do some pop-ups, but I'm not doing any big ones until I think my next one's going to be like C2E2. And then I just got confirmed today again for San Diego Comic-Con. I love that team there. And we just dropped one of our exclusives. It'll be a Steamboat Willie exclusive. I'm going to try to do a couple more limited edition exclusives because those go pretty well.
Steamboat Willie exclusive?
Yeah. I posted on my Twitter. It might have been there on my X. And then these things too, like, you know, in person, we really kill it. Like these things right here, these prints, we signed them and we sold over 100 of these for $30 a piece.
No way.
Yeah.
You just get the artist and, you know, everyone.
Nah, the guy who we base it off of, just on Instagram, he has 1 million followers.
Holy crap.
So when people like nerd out when they saw him, he was all day with me on Saturday. Me and him did like 10 hours of selling at the booth, like just trying to like tag team and get people in and like just try to like engage. And it worked out really well. He made a lot of money. And then those things were
I gotta get into your business. I feel like I'm on the outskirts here. I'm a little bit far away, unfortunately. But damn.
I would love to do overseas ones. They just have to invite me. You know what I mean? So like once I'm like you know, I hope once I have 17 books, I'll get more in. Like, you know, it's like, how many do I have to make?
The logistics of international conventions, I don't know how it even works because, well, just for me personally, like getting stuff over there, it's just, there's just no way. And
so with a lot of them, I talk to a lot of these guys. Once you're like pulling, you get your hotel, your flight, everything.
Yeah.
You know, and then they'll ship whatever, you know what I mean? Like they just want you there. It's just the point of like being there. Like I got invited to a couple cons this year, which was like a huge expense lowered, you know, but still all the big ones I'm paying, you know, $2,000 to be there, you know, so gotta work.
For some reason, this streamer reminds me of Jimmy Fallon.
I don't know if that's a compliment or mean comment.
I have no idea. Probably not. Probably not. Yeah. Elves Bleeds. What's up? Great to see you here. Thanks so much for joining us in the chat. No, I don't think we've seen Elves Bleed before. Great to see you here. We're currently checking out this book. It's just gone live on Kickstarter. It's called Lethal Leopard. It's the brand new IP from indie comic book extraordinaire Paul Thayer, who's burst onto the scene running and just hasn't slowed down.
Yeah, if this one realistically does over 6K, we'll do it in issue 2. But like I said, it's already completed because of, you know, like just being optimistic. I know we could rip 100. Like I said, I sold these for $30 at the con. You know what I mean? So it's just like I wanted the exclusives. I wanted something rare too that like, you know, we would have. And of course, they're very limited, 100 copies each, and I know I'll rip those. So everyone gets that first priority on that, which is cool.
He found the show because of he's following Igor. There you go.
Igor's my guy, man.
Works. So you said Igor is like he's working for you and Rippaverse as well?
Well, yeah, it's all work for hire stuff. So I just pay them, and you know.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, he must be pretty good and pretty fast to be able to handle
lead
all that
artist for the
workload.
Rippaverse. That's what it says on his bio. And then I put his bio down there too. There's like a team spot, and because one of the stretch goals too, if we hit 20K, I'll do a cover with Crimson Payne on it. But I'll only do varying covers with different characters. Like I'm down to collab with people on covers and stuff, which I'm working on some things for. No interiors.
Yeah, totally understand. You can get the Virgin. This one's the limited one. Is that like the one
all three of those there are going to be exclusive. So it goes from least expensive to most expensive. So it's $25 for the ash can, $35 for the black and white, and the Virgin color, which is fucking nuts, is only $50. They're going to be gloss. They're going to be stellar. There's 100 copies of these each, and I'm never printing them again. They go bye-bye, and that's it. That's always what I do. But now this time we're just like letting you know. And then the other ones, you can get our cover A for 15, or you can get our cover B for 20. Easy buy-ins. We put a lot of work into this. Something brand new. You're at that first initial launch with us. We're trying to make this shit poppin'. Like I said, anything over 6, we'll do an issue 2.
And you guys are just finishing the colors, yeah? That's what you said?
Yeah, the lines and inks are done. They were finished like a week ago. And then the colors, Prasad is very busy, but he loves me so much. He does everything I send him, and it's just when he does it. And we have like, I would say 8 pages colored out of the 24. It's 20 interiors and 4 funsies. That's what we're doing. So like just different stuff. We're going to show concept art. We're going to show, little bios and things like that, like just to mix it up. But 20 of full interior, exactly like these pages here. And these are the ones that we're spoiling, there's so much more to just fucking go off on, Yeah,
it's a really great page. Love that one. All the dudes blasting away there.
Yeah, we've been sitting on this for a while, so I was excited to finally get it out. And then like I wasn't too sure about the gore, so I covered his the gore head on that with the Lethal Leopard logo. Yeah, gotta let him know.
Sitting on 2 backers. Oh wow, someone must have pledged quite a bit. $265 away from into the $3,000 goal. Man, it must be so different for you. Because you are becoming so established now in the con scene and getting out there, knowing all these people and hanging out with everyone, and then trying to like sell this stuff, through YouTube and through the internet and through Twitter and stuff. And it's like you got to start all over again.
Yeah, it's definitely different. Like I've been increasing a lot on TikTok. I'm gonna be officially starting the YouTube streaming shit today, and then a lot of the sales I would say come from like X or just like through now, like returning people that don't want to wait to see me at a con. But disputing that, it's like this is our last Kickstarter of the year, of course. So I'm really happy about that as well.
You've actually got a YouTube channel now. We got you set up on because you're going to go live in what's that, like an hour or so. So about half an hour after we finish up. But have you always had a YouTube channel?
So I used to do it for like video game content before I even made comic books. And then like I would actually do pretty good. I have like Borderlands and WWE stuff where I got like 10,000, 20,000 views on those shits. But like I stopped because I was just like, what the fuck am I doing? And then like I didn't, I was just doing it because I like doing it. It was just the point of like recording my shit. And then now we do all Project Naosis stuff, and we've gained a lot of subscribers. We're at 1,600 now.
Nice.
Hopefully we keep it going. We're averaging like a subscriber a day. So
yeah, man. I was like, there was a time when I was just kind of doing that. I'm gonna try to chase the algorithm and see what happens. And it worked great in terms of chasing the algorithm. And there was a time where I was like getting millions of views in a month. And then I was just like, what am I doing? It's got to the point, it's like, I probably should just focus on making comics, what I'm actually interested in, rather than just, I don't know, talking about Barbie or whatever. Because also, like, my entire notifications was just full of people yelling at me about shit I didn't even care about. Like, it's one thing if you're just making it for fun and it's stuff you actually care about. But yeah, I was like, that's, because I sort of saw other people doing it, and I was like, yeah, you know, like I just want to see if I could do it pretty much.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go more towards the route of like it's gonna be oriented in the things that I'm enjoying, like comic books. Like I do have, like you said, like I do know a lot of people now, and I feel like I could get them on stream with me, and we could shoot the shit, and maybe, but put it in like a positive angle of like teaching people stuff, you know, like just in a sense of like what are they doing, how are they doing things differently, because I, you know, like I do really well. Like I'll gladly say, like, you know, I sold like over 600, 700 books at New York Comic Con. You know,
it's crazy.
So,
that's like an entire, you know, crowd fund that is really successful, and how like that's over like a few days.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 days.
Yeah, that's nuts.
And it's mostly me. Like I would say like 90%, 95% is me. There's my wife there who also helps, but she's busy too with stuff. And then I have my buddies come, but you know, they just hand out flyers or, you know, just help me get my Starbucks, you know, in a good way. They just need to be caffeinated the fuck up, jumping off the walls, and then make it a good enough ecosystem for people to buy, in a sense of I'm showing them the product, they buy the product, you know. It's just, and then if they like it, they come back for more. Like I couldn't like I had a big dinner on Friday in New York Comic Con, so I wasn't gonna go home. I had to stay in the city, and I sold out of 5s and 6s on Friday, and I couldn't even believe it. I didn't even expect to sell that many, because usually I sell like 40 max of like a variant, like meaning like if it's not an issue 1 or like one of the one shots or like a trade. So like to sell like 5 and 6, like selling over 100 of those was pretty crazy in like 2 days.
What do you do when you sell out like that? And you've got
I got more on Sunday, but I would just focus on the other books I had, because I do have like a bigger catalog. So it's just like trying to sell the prequel books or like trying to sell the one shot.
Yeah, you could say, you could tell them the first ones and say, I got more coming in tomorrow if you're going to be back here, and come, you know, grab them.
And some people are and some people aren't. And a lot of people, you get lost in there. Like when New York Comic Con this year was so crazy, like, because I had to go to a couple different booths to meet with people throughout the show. And walking to the other side of the con could take like 30 minutes if you're like, with how much traffic there is with people walking. So, you know, it's just about being time effective as well, you know. And I was featured in Forbes again with What Up, you know, so we're on that grind, you know.
Dean says, not a bad looking book. Needs a Dean James cover though. There you go. He's offering his services if you
yeah, I thought like not to go too crazy like Kanan. I wanted to do a variant cover, and then I would just build off limited edition ones around it. Because sometimes when you have too much covers, it's just too much to choose from. Like at least this, it's like, you like Kanan's thing, bring it to the next level. If not, we'll sell them when we do our thing. But like, you know, it's just like trying to hit every margin possible of what people are looking for in a Kickstarter. And, you know, going from there, like we'll do trading cards and stuff.
You see, if I was a cynical man, I would say they're looking for big boobs. But I like that you're not going down that route. I'm a man of your own heart there. It's like...
I don't, but they're not, you know, how many people are reading those books, right? You know, they're
none,
you know,
not at all.
So like, I'm trying to read those books, and there might be characters that I work on that are in Project Naosis when we do a female oriented book that would be like that, but it'd be no actual nipple shit. Like, you know, I think that's crazy.
Oh, dude, I am not down with it at all. I do not, and you know, I'm a red-blooded heterosexual man, just like everyone else, despite what this chat will tell you. Look at them laughing at me. I do not understand the appeal at all. I'm like, why would you want that in a comic? But anyway, there are some, like, my friend just produced a book that's sort of like a boob book, but it's not. It's actually really, really well written and well presented, and he's an amazing artist, and it's actually a great read. And then there are other ones that just like they have kind of like sexy characters. I'm thinking like Perfect 10 or Isaac Bell's Metal Shade, if you're familiar with that one. You know,
I think I met really that guy once. He came to my booth at one of the cons. He was really nice. I think he was the writer. And
I think he's the writer artist. He's got two people, him and his girlfriend, or maybe wife, I don't know. Alexa Lowe.
Yeah, maybe I saw him at Hershey Con or Heroes Con, but he was very nice.
Yeah, he's super cool. Super cool. Yeah, exactly. Blue blood. No, heterosex, not metrosexual anyway.
Yeah, it's like,
paperwork?
you know, and then like going back to that convention market, like you couldn't have that stuff on the floor if any of it's showing. You'll have stickers on it or something like that, and you know, like maybe some people will buy it, but you know, I would say at least in person, the mass majority would not buy a foot pressing book of Wonder Woman sketch cover of her feet pressing on the thing. It's crazy, you know what I mean? Like so. But, you know, teach his own. Whatever people want to buy your thing. You know, you want to buy my book and wipe your ass with it, go for it. You know what I mean? But, like, do what you got to do, you know?
Yeah, not my thing either. Comics Legend says, will there be a graphic novel collection of a Project Naosis comics?
So you can add it to that, or you go to projectnaosis.com. We have the homage cover. It's 120 interior pages, collects our first 4 issues. These are the last ones printed that will have 2023 on them.
I love that cover, by the way.
Yeah. So homage, 120 interior pages, cover on the back, cover on the front. You know how we do. We have our Black Friday sale up too. If you just wanted to get Project Naosis on projectnaosis.com, they retail for $50 at Walmart. They're $25 on my store right now. So,
and you're just wanting to do, like, there's no ending, is there, to Project? You're just going to continue doing it for as long as you want to do it. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I said, we're doing 7 and 8 right now, which wrap up, like, I would say, like, what season 1 is, so you know, okay, this is what the story is, because, you know, I built it up with action, and now I'm trying to stack it with what's the thing that it's becoming. And then we have one of those one-shots being made, so I should have 2 more trades at the end of next year, one for our one-shots and one for volume 2, and then maybe we do a big hardcover. Maybe I do it through me. Maybe I do it through another company. It just depends.
We're just gabbing about cons and things like that, and his main series, Dean. But we chatted about this one. So this is his. This is a completely different IP. Lethal Leopard is about this fella here, who changes.
Yeah, it's about Brett Lyons, who is a hybrid Anubis, and he has to escape the underworld to get back to Earth. Mortal Kombat, Dragon Ball Z, Ancient Mythology. You like any of that shit, the artwork's fire. Support us. $10 digital, $15 single issue. We put a lot of resources into making this book. It's high tier. It's better than the majority of the books that you see on the shelf. You know,
he's down in hell fighting demons.
Yeah, it's just
powering up.
It's cool without me spoiling anything.
Punching him. Yeah, there's not much. It's like I was doing some reviews on, and sometimes it was like a good big, 120 page book, and you can get into it. But some of them were 20 pages. It's very difficult to review one 20 page comic without just completely giving the whole thing away. So I understand it's like,
it's a quick sentence. When I first did Project Naosis, it used to be, because the first issue was Crimson Payne or villain. I would say it's a villain story. That's it. It's a villain story. They buy it or don't buy it. This one's the same thing. Hybrid Anubis needs to escape the underworld. They buy it, they don't buy it. You know what I mean? In a good way. You know, like the simpler the better, and the more complex it is, the more stuff you have. Of course, you can break it down further. You know.
Elves Blade says, if I like it, I might get more of your stuff. My wallet cries for all the books I buy. I feel you, my friend.
Well, the thing about Kickstarter is you won't be charged for 29 days. So back to the biggest one today and change it later.
There you go. He's got the solution right there for you. What's up, Whacker? Great to see you here in the chat.
And we have all the add-ons. If you keep scrolling down, we have all the add-ons of, you can add anything on your thing. So if you get cover A and you want to add anything else, you can add anything on. I make it very accessible, very easy. You can get all the covers, everything. You can add more and more. You can keep scrolling down. We have bundles where you can grab everything. We have limited bundles, like you can get the 13 books. We have a custom splash page. We did it before. If you want to be featured in this book, it's $200. You get a copy. And on the first print run, you'll be featured inside the book. Of course, I'll own that character, but we'll make one together, and we'll put it in the book on a big splash page.
Do you work with the person to make it, to turn them into a character?
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And then, you know, I could use them in the future, but if not, it's in the first couple of print ones that we do. That's just a mock-up of the trading card we're going to do, $10. We're only going to print 500 of them, never print them into that same format again. This one here as well, that ash can, I highly recommend grabbing the ash can. It's the first one for my visual vibration company. That print I showed you guys, it's already signed, then I'll sign it too. And then we have our regular add-on. So anything you see, you can add on. If you see a tier you like, don't worry, you can add it on. You just got to look through all your options. Oh, nice. I saw I got a website order. Thank you very much, whoever did that website order. And then we have visual vibration add-ons, the trade paperback, which I showed you guys. We have Project Naosis episode 4. That's Igor's cover, who did the interiors for Lethal Leopard. V. Ken Marion cover for episode 5. Episode 6, origin story of our main villain. We have 2 prequel books, Omega 2091 and Omega 2092. Crimson Payne one-shot, super badass. Voltage one-shot, super badass. Trading card. I'll show you the trading card too. Look at that. Bam.
Let me get you big.
So it'd be like a similar format on how we did this, because I would just have them incorporate into each other. And it would just say Lethal Leopard on it. But it'll be our second trading card we ever make. And if you want our first one, we still have these. And the original concept art was done by Johnny Mora, who does the Disney Villainous line. And fulfillment, I do Kickstarters. I've done everything. Awesome team. It's me, Enzo, my wife. And yeah, you know, super hyped. I got everybody's little stats on there. I'm trying to make it cool. Having a good time. Of course, Igor's last name's chopped off. I'll fix that.
Igor Teeks.
Yeah, I always fuck something up. And then, yeah, stretch goals, 6K. Everyone will get a cool bookmark. 10K, I'll throw in a mini print. And if we hit 20K, I'll add a new cover we'll make, and I'll make the cover $10 available, and we'll do a limited run on that too. But yeah, I would appreciate anyone in the back. You know, if you've been screwed before, don't worry. I've done 11 Kickstarters, and I've done 2 IndieGoGos and 1 Fund My Comic. I will give you your books, and I ship out books every single week.
Up to 5 backers now. 460 pledged. Have you used IndieGoGo since it updated?
No, I the last time I used it, you know, people were donating, and they thought they were donating me, and they were donating actually to IndieGoGo, the $10 extra or whatever. It was just too confusing last time. I did really well. The trade paperback, we did like 4,800. And that was better than what we did on Kickstarter, but they kind of like, I didn't really like how it was the last time I used it. And I thought it was more, World of War Comics, my boy, more complicated than Kickstarter. And then I think to myself, like, it's good to go from crowdfunding platform to crowdfunding platform, but at the same time, it's like, I would rather have my large sum on here, showcase this as their one and only pre-order. And then when it's on my website for the second pre-order, I get the full $500 that would have been on the second crowdfunding platform, you know, because then when it hits my website, it just goes, the 500 is just right to me. So like, because I was only doing like 200 to like 1,000, or that one I did was 4,000, but you're going to IndieGoGo because I'm telling you to go to IndieGoGo. You're, you know, these people from IndieGoGo aren't fucking finding me.
Yeah,
you know, in a logical way. Like, no one's like going through IndieGoGo and going, "Wow, fucking Project."
Yeah, that's exactly what I said as well. The IndieGoGo, it's just not a place where people browse for comics. Whereas I actually will go to Kickstarter, and just look, and not just for backing, just like checking out what's new, what's going on. There is actually a pretty good, decent browse function on Kickstarter that you can actually just check your comics out. So I agree with that. Looks like a dog. That's an Anubis, Mark.
Yeah, it's an Anubis, but part of the Anubis is a dog, right? So we did his dog's face kind of like on it. Like, we made it really cool. Like, we just made it fun. Like, it was just like whatever we were saying, sitting down, hanging out, like, I just wrote it all in the notes. And then me and Igor made this shit. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a mythical dog with kind of like a long mullet mohawk, wings,
it's just flowing,
sneakers.
dude.
Yeah. Alice Blades backed. Give Igor and Ripperverse for getting into the indie sphere. There you go.
Yeah, the
Thanks.
I'm happy that I had Eric. He let me use ISOM, and all those characters will be in a double page splash. That big artwork I had with the 41 characters, they'll be in Project Naosis 7 Kickstarter as a big splash. So that's
Like
cool.
as a print or something, or
yeah,
actually,
like we did these prints. Like we sold a lot of these too. Or if you spent a lot of money at my table, like I just gave you one, but or I gave it to any kid that looked awesome, because that's what you're supposed to do. Because
hey, you look awesome. Have this.
I have so much stuff when I was in like 5th or 6th grade from like the guys who did Marvel Zombies and stuff, and they gave me $300 books or $100 books for free. And I remember that forever. And I talk to some of those guys now, and it's just like anytime I see a kid, like it doesn't matter if I throw him an extra $50 worth of shit, because it'll just last longer. As a fan, you'll probably just remember it forever. But that print will be inside episode 7, and like quickly that idea was like, I was originally just like 40 characters. I'm so cool. I have so many characters. Let me put it. I was like, that's cool, but like, why don't just swap 5 and ask 5 of my buddies to put their fucking characters on it? And everyone said yes. So I was happy.
I still have a whole bunch of stuff from back in the 90s when they used to do cool stuff like that in the mainstream. Yeah, like, you know, like that they would make like cell shaded animation style that's like cells, you know. You would get cool holofoil or holographic things that would be slipped in with the books and stuff. I still held on to them.
Like I see a lot of what these guys are doing on Whatnot and stuff like that, or like in conventions. Like shout out V Friends, Gary V. He runs a comic book company now. He does everything direct to consumer and through conventions and stuff. And these guys kill it. And they do a lot of like similar, like the 1 in 100 things like that. And you know, you do the pre-order, and then if not, I know I could rip them in person. You know, especially with my wrestler standing beside me. You know, like
yeah, that guy's he definitely draws the eye. I'll show him again. Hold on a sec. Let's because there's new people in here. They didn't see him.
Yeah, we got a cool video. So it's based off of Eric, and Eric used to be going by the name Enzo Amore from WWE. Now he goes by Real1. So if you guys are big WWE fans, this is based off his likeness. We co-created this character together, and getting better at it.
So what do we got over here? A couple comics? Definitely not a couple haters. It was all love today at New York City Comic Con, and we appreciate you. I'm Real1. This is Paul Thayer. We got incredible art by Igor Teixeria and Prasad Rao. Color killed it, okay? Lethal Leopard's on Kickstarter now. We need your support. Come support me at 4th Rope. I'm the 4th Rope Flyweight Champion. Paul's a certified G and a bona fide stud. You can't teach that, so I don't know where he learned it. But we appreciate the love. Thank you guys for not being SAWFT. How you doing?
We have another one too where I take the lead too, but that's the poppin' one. We did that on one take each. We really, and that was after a 10-hour day of me and him just selling shit. And it was just like,
I don't know if that's his normal voice, but I could kind of hear it. It sounded a bit.
We were the ecosystem killing it, and it was just to flow like that with somebody in a good way. Like it just works out, and he's good.
So did you say you wanted to make a character sort of based off his likeness, or did you guys like?
Well, let's be only one take. Yes. What was the question? I'm sorry, I lost myself.
I was just saying, like, because the character, it's sort of based off his sort of appearance here.
Yeah, it's the whole point. Because like I said, he has 1 million on Instagram. He's a big WWE guy. He was a former WWE guy. He has like 450,000 just on X. I feel like if it just sees the right people, even when I have it forever, it just will always be selling. And someone said that I missed the pitch for the comic.
Say it again quickly. I know you can do it very quickly.
Brett Lyons, a hybrid Anubis, is trapped in the underworld, and he needs to escape to go back to Earth. Really simple, really easy, and it's so fucking cool. That's it. It's quick. It's the pitch. 2 seconds.
Go grab it.
Yeah, get a book. They're super cool. We're really happy with it. It's really really well put together. If you go look at some books out there, you know, you'll look at it and be like, fuck, man, like, where's the good books at? This is a good book. You know, we put a lot of heart and soul into this. We have a lot of cool exclusives for you to grab. A lot of cool stuff.
And if you actually, like, if it does go well and you get that, how much did you say you were like thinking, like six grand or something?
If it hits $6,000, I'll do more.
Have you like thought about where you would take the story, or is that sort of like
yeah.
when we get there?
I know exactly where it goes for issue 2. But like I said, there's a beginning, middle, and end in this. Of course, there's a little cliffhanger, but you get a full story. And yeah, I know where it would go because I set up a whole new world here. You know, so it's just like if it goes well, and then especially if it picks up too through conventions, I'll do it. But you know, Igor's a busy guy. I'm a busy guy. Like I said, this is I have 4 other books in production right now. So this is
those other books, Naosis books.
They're all Naosis books, yeah. So we're really trying to build that baby up, and then see what we can do with that IP. And then this is my new baby. So I want this new baby to flourish, and I think it's cool.
It's been sitting in the nest now. It's time to kick it off.
Yeah, like the Voltage and Imperium one, like it wasn't that crazy. I think we did like $2,000 on it. I had this in my PDF for like a year, you know, so like I was just waiting for it to be done. Then I just like, of course, I tune it up, like, because I write so much, like I do rewrite a lot of stuff, and once like 6 months has passed or a year, I feel like my writing has like 4x'd, and I just would rewrite the whole thing after I already have the art because it just flows better.
Did you do a crowdfund for that other one that you were just holding up just then?
Yeah, we did like 2K. The one shots are like, I feel like those are like the weaker points. Like that's why like I'll say it here because, you know, fuck it, I love giving you news, right? These Omega 2090s, it was supposed to be a 4-part miniseries, but I took the main artist from it and I put him on my book. This is honestly really needs to be in the story. So I'm actually going to take these 2 Omegas, and it's going to be episode 9 with 10 more pages. So it's going to just go into the main book because it is a prequel, but I'm going to add the 10 pages that you were missing and just make a fucking 60 plus page episode 9. So there, you heard it first, but it'll be Project Naosis 9 because the Project Naosis name just sells more, at least in my booth, or like how I just see how people pick up orders, you know?
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. That's what I've seen out there as well. You know, you build up that thing. It is difficult to branch out, but I mean, this looks super cool. The artist is crushing it. The artists, both of them.
Yeah.
Igor, and the colorist is
Prasad.
I was gonna say Pedro, but I think that ain't right.
Yeah, no, he's not a Pedro.
Not a Pedro. Yeah, man. It's looking rad. It's looking good. And you're going to go live in about
when
half an hour.
Are you still streaming after this?
No, I got to get back to work. I do my shows for an hour, so we're about to wrap it up here. So
I will, if you send them there, I'll go live.
All right, let's do it. All
right. So I appreciate it. Where are we at? Where do we end?
We are sitting at, let's go to the top here. 7 backers at 525. So what's that, like?
Money.
I can't do maths. It's like
it's like
sixth. What is that percentage wise? Why doesn't Kickstarter tell me? I'm terrible at arithmetic.
I'll gladly say it. Let's do, what is it? 525. I don't know. I fucked it up.
No, don't ask me. Don't ask me to do maths on
17%. 17%.
Embarrass myself.
17%.
All right, man. So yeah, like I said, it's hang on, where to go there.
I'm gonna raid your boy's channel. I'll be on there. All you peeps, come check us out. I appreciate you for having me on. We missed you on the last one. We're here on this one. And yeah.
All right, everybody. Hope you have a fantastic night. Thanks, Paul, for launching over here. Always a pleasure to catch up. Lots of exciting stuff going on in your world, as always. And everyone else, I will see you all when? I don't know, in a few days or so. I might do I'm going to do a short on this. We give it a bit of a boost, hopefully. They seem to get pretty good traction these days. So
do the short and then send it to me on Twitter, and I'll post it on my channel. I've been hitting a minimum 1,000 a short on my shorts.
Nice. Yeah. I've been getting some of them go well, some of them don't, but you never know.
Yeah, minimum
man.
I've been hitting a K, so let me know.
All right, will do. All right, see everyone. Bye.
Perth made an Australian video, and I wasn't even in it.
Emotional damage.